Hello, everybody. Welcome, Yoshi, Vulcan. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Hope you guys are doing all right. As you can see, I've got on my new Ben hoodie, uh, made by Mad Hatter Gal. I especially like this detail on the sleeves. It's very cool. Uh, So, if any of you want some cool stuff, she makes very cool stuff. Shantae, welcome. Thank you for the shout out. Whoever it was that did that didn't tell me for some reason. Uh, but yeah, so not much to add other than I've put uh, a new sound alert in the channel points usage. Uh, I replaced the which one did I replace? I replaced one that nobody was using very much. Uh, well, whichever one it was, uh, I replaced it with one that I like more, and I think has a little more application maybe. But yo, pugs, welcome. Glad to see you. Uh, all right, so I think we're pretty much ready to jump in. So let's get it going. um, all right, so to start with, we gotta get all this stuff done. Did that sound alert not play? Every fucking time. Swear to God. Okay, hold on a second. I may know what the problem is. Assuming it's browser sources offline. Of course. Well, this says your browser source is online on the thing. So how is that possible? Okay. What if I try to test it myself? For fuck's sakes. Okay. Hold on a second. It says the browser source is offline, but then when I go to the actual sound alerts page, it says it's online. So, let me just try resetting it. Okay. So that's done. Now let me try. No, nothing. Oh my God. I swear to God, man. It's crazy. I just streamed Friday and it worked fine. Why is it fucked up now? Alright, well. Might as well put the music on while we're working on this. Let me make sure this works.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, so the sound for those things still works, it seems. Try refresh the cache.
Oh, banana.
There we go. Got it. Okay, so now that that's fixed, Boot Hill, good to see you. Finally got Miyabi, and I'm on the long grind. Yeah, I need to grind for like fucking 4 characters. I've got so much to deal with on that front. Any interest in the upcoming agents, or will the coming months be a breather? Well, I don't have any plans to get any of the new people, but we'll see. You know, I wasn't planning on getting Miyabi either, but then I was like, well, I need an ice person. She's pretty fun. People say she's good, so might as well. So we'll see. I might pull for them. I don't really know anything about any of the upcoming people. Gonna be lurking while working. Alright, good luck. Yo, Clifa, welcome in. Good to see you. Alright, and so since Shantae is working and didn't get to hear her sound, this is the new sound alert that I put in.
Yes!
Big fan of that one. Alright, well now that that's done, Astra Yao's an ether support, and her manager's a fire attacker. I don't know. I honestly haven't looked at any of the new characters at all, but typically, what the hell was that? Typically for me, where I want to pull characters is when they've got like interesting gameplay. Yo, we're doing a picture of the boy. Hell yeah. What? There we go. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna put the music back on because for some reason this doesn't really have any music except like the very quiet background stuff. What the fuck? Alright. I don't even really know what I'm looking at here. Just like a robot moving fast, maybe. Okay. Isn't it funny that this used to be considered like punk music? Is it cheating to view the full art? I mean, I wouldn't think so. But I guess it depends on how much of a purist you want to be. But you know, I'll take the challenge. I can do it without looking at the art. We will make it happen. This was punk music. I don't even know what to call this type of music other than music. Yeah, this is what, the Ramones? No, this is the Kinks. Yeah, so alright. Maybe it wasn't punk music. Because I thought it was the Ramones at first, but no, it's the Kinks. But the Kinks are an interesting group because, like, I would argue that they were as influential as the Beatles. They were just not as popular as the Beatles. Like, they did a lot of this music before the Beatles kind of made it a part of their deal, you know. This one looks like it'll be a little tricky. I don't even. Okay, so this. It's the leg. You see the leg. I see thigh. Thigh acquired. Alright, that will help, having her head in place. It doesn't help that it's a picture of essentially two of the same character. But we got this. There. Gotta reconstruct it by the thighs. That's how we'll know. There we go. Oof. Alright. Alright. We got this. It's hard to tell with the ethereals because they all look like just rocks. No. Oh, that was it. Okay. Alright. This feels like I'm trying to build like an angel from Evangelion without knowing what it looks like. Alright. Kinda looks like where that's supposed to go. Rat Thyron. Okay. Alright, this one's a little complicated. This is a nice tune. Hell yeah, some classic JT before he kind of lost his fucking mind. Alright, so there's Seth there. If I can find, there's the other part of Seth's face. Okay. Alright, that's not so bad. Oh. Almost. Speaking of Evangelion, did you see the Evangelion McDonald's collab? I did not. I never end up getting anything from those collabs anyway because people go so nuts over them that, like, within, you know, hours of them releasing it, it's gone forever. Like with the Jujutsu Kaisen one, it was like, oh, you want the special Gojo sauce? Well, too bad, because it is already gone. But to be fair, I don't really mind that much anyway, because, like, I've not ever had a promotional sauce from McDonald's and been like, wow, this is, like, really good. Alright. There we go. That one was a little tougher, but here we go. Yo, Fluffy Marsh, welcome in. You want a Gojo's special grade sauce? I mean, look, I'm the kind of person who I like sauce with my fries, you know? Like I'll usually get barbecue sauce when I go to McDonald's. Because I just, I get bored eating just like plain salted fries. So, I think it's a fun way to keep things a little spiced up. But yeah, every special sauce I've tried at McDonald's that isn't on their like regular rotation has been total garbage. We're doing good, Fluffy. How are you doing? How's your new year going? Feels like collab foods are always some level of mid. Yeah, 'cause like I doubt they're spending a bunch of time like developing them, you know? They're probably just like, people like Jujutsu Kaisen, we have this kind of weird garlic sauce thing. So, let's just throw it out there, you know? What? Okay. Here we go. My New Year's going great. I won one of my 50/50s on my Hoyo games. Nice. Congrats. Always good to win the gamble. I don't even know. Is that a tennis ball? Okay. This is a little harder to suss out here. There's like, it's like a big rock. Wait, maybe? Alright, that's a part. That's right. Where's the other half? It's not... Alright, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Honestly, this one's a little rough. Honestly, I was expecting to lose Mavwika. Is that? But surprisingly, I didn't. Nice. I've had pretty good luck on all my pulls in this game. Which, this is the only Hoyo game I play. This is the only gacha game I play, actually. So I've not had to pull much. There we go. This helps somewhat. So now I can match up the lines. Kind of. have sworn that one would go there. Alright. Okay. There we go. If you pulled on this banner, I've been trying to get Miyabi. I did. I wasn't planning on pulling for her, but I need more ice characters, and everyone says she's incredibly strong, so I figured I might as well. And I got lucky enough that I got her. So... Where the fuck? Jesus. Started playing Genshin again because it's on Xbox now. Like ZZZ should have been. I thought they were talking about doing that at one point. But, I don't know. It is weird, because, like, it's, you know... It's not like it's a Sony game or anything like that. Sony just was like, we'll pay you to put it on ours and nothing else. Or not even nothing else, just, like, on Xbox, basically. But that's what sells those consoles, apparently. Miyabi is as strong as Hoyo's animation budget. Damn, that's pretty strong. What up, Neurotic? Welcome in. Besides Ellen, which, if I recall, you didn't go into, I don't ever recall you whiffing on a banner you pulled on. Yeah, I don't think I have, actually. I've been quite lucky in that respect. But yeah, I didn't pull for Ellen because I don't think the game was out. Well, the game was out, but I wasn't allowed to announce my involvement in it, so I wasn't streaming it at the time. And I didn't want to, like, start playing and then be farther in the story and not have streamed it. So, you are correct. Got a good memory. I don't know that I would have remembered that even for myself. This guy. Alright. This one's easier than the last one, for sure. ZZZ's... Miyabi consistently crashes my iPad. Damn, she is powerful. Too strong. Genshin was announced for Nintendo Switch 4 years ago. Is it not on the Switch yet? Have they, like... They announced it but haven't made it happen yet? Seeing how Nintendo is with games online, it'll be difficult for Genshin to get the fans it needs from it. Yeah, that's true. I do love the animation in Zenless, for sure, though. I mean, I've said it before, but this is the only one of their games that, like, even if I had no connection to it at all, I would have probably wanted to play. 'Cause it's, you know, it's got crazy style to it. Alright, so we're just gonna go through the quick daily stuff. But yeah, then we'll get onward with the story.
To jumpstart your day.
Simply remember the last time I saw your agent roster. That's true. That's a good way to track that, yeah. Saving for Lighter's rerun since I joined right after this banner.
I'm here, so we're good.
Yeah, Lighter's fun. I like him a lot. But yeah, the only
Touch my tail. Ready for
the
combat.
only people I do not
Want a
have
glass of nitro fuel?
are these ones, and I didn't pull for Bernice,
You have
Yanagi, Jane,
Touch my tail.
Rena or Ellen.
Time for some joking.
Which, to be fair, with Ellen and Rena,
at your service.
you know, I wasn't playing the game when Ellen's banner was. And Rena, you can get on the standard banner, but I haven't yet.
Hey, don't look down on me.
It's definitely not happening now because Switch Online's ending in China in 2026. Well, damn. That's weird that it would be ending specifically in China, but I guess I could see why that would happen. Actually, Lighter, I'm gonna swap you out for... Never mind. I don't have an ice person with the friendship yet to do the store. So, back in. Alright. Ooh. Play a game of Bizarre Brigade. Getting back to story soon? Yes. Yes, we are. In fact, I'm going to... I'll do the story now, and then if we have time after, I'll do some of these extra little things. What's up, David? Welcome. China's gaming laws are awful. Yeah, I mean, China just really wants control over all possible things. Why is this telling me to... Okay. Like, that's the biggest thing, is just that's why they develop all their own apps for all of these different things, because they don't like not being able to, like, have their own control over it, you know? Last discussion has my mouth being mostly sealed about China. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's an uncomfortable thing, you know. World politics are messy. I can't pretend I know that much about what's going on in China, or, you know, a lot of countries. But I just know in Chinese media getting more popular over here, it has caused some weird legal things between companies. But all right, back into the story. Guys, can you reach Section 6 now? Are they with Pearlman? There's something important I need to confirm with them. Relax, Yuen. Section 6 just found Pearlman, and I'm about to contact them now. I'm setting up the call now. I'll patch you in too. Not long later, Belle successfully gets into contact with Section 6 and explains the situation.
I'm really sorry, everyone, but we can't locate Miss Miyabi right now.
Understood. I reached out to my director and some friends in the media. Seems they haven't heard anything about Hoshimi Miyabi being arrested or Pearlman reappearing.
That's why there's Chinese versions of different social media. Yeah. That was actually a plot point. I don't know how many of you have seen it, but there was an HBO sitcom a while back called Silicon Valley that was written by the guy who made King of the Hill and Office Space, Mike Judge. And it's really funny. It's got some of the funniest dialogue I've ever heard in a sitcom. But there's a plot point where one of the tech guys they know, Jin Yang, who's like an illegal immigrant from China, he starts trying to come up with like ideas for companies he can make, and then he decides to move to China to make those companies, and his whiteboard just says like new Facebook, new Instagram, new YouTube, like stuff like that. I was like, that's kind of funny. Is this the 1.4 chapter? It is. We're about halfway through it, I believe, is what we said last time.
Hello, can you hear me? It's Juyuan. This is urgent. Please confirm something for me. Is Pearlman with you right now? Check the back of his neck. Please look behind his ears or at the base of his hairline. Do you see a small wound?
Like a
What are you
tracker?
doing? Now, hang on, my hair. Ow! Easy, easy.
Yes, Officer Zhu. There is indeed a small wound on the right side of his
What
hairline,
did they call him last
approximately
time?
half an inch long. How did you know?
They called him like a chubby potato or something like that. Ball man. I thought this could go one of two ways. Either they put a tracker in there, or they've done like radical face surgery to make him look like Perlman, but the real Perlman will be somewhere else, you know? One of those like face-off situations. Can you imagine that if they went that hard where they were like cutscene where he like peels off his face and he has the old face underneath? It'd be crazy. We'll say Seth Lowell exists and he's a very good kitty. He is. I haven't played enough with Seth, but I need to upgrade him for my lightning team. You know, to me, he looks like he could be thrown like a volleyball. He probably could.
For high-profile cases, the precinct sometimes puts small tracking chips on suspects when they're detained to stop them from doing anything dangerous.
On or in? Because if he has a wound, like, if he has a wound in his neck, you can't, that's not a tracking chip on. That's like implanted in him. That seems illegal.
I found out that the chips used on Perlman and the other suspects in recent cases have broad-range tracking capabilities, and they've been active this whole time.
What? A tracking chip? And it's been active this whole time? Even after the airship crash?
It's kind of weird that, like, the audio is crystal clear, but then, like, the weird video filter makes it look like it's not a great connection. Like, you'd think they would have, like, a radio sound effect over them for this kind of quality, you know?
That's correct.
What? Hang on. Does that mean that the precinct could have
Breakfast
tracked
time
this
for
guy down
Vulcan.
anytime they wanted?
All right, have a good breakfast.
If the lead investigator wanted to, yes, they could have easily found Perlman from the moment he entered the outer ring. Yet they never tracked him down. The precinct records show that he's still missing.
Our entire operation was based on one assumption, that the mastermind was doing everything to stop us from revealing the truth, to eliminate Perlman, and to cover up their crimes. But if they always knew where he was, then what was the purpose of all the pursuits, ambushes, and interceptions?
Didn't the bad commander take Chief Miyabi outside the hollow to weaken us?
If we were mistaken, then that means Bringer didn't take Miss Hoshimi to undermine us. He must have taken her for a different reason.
Now, everyone in this game is impeccably designed. However, looking at these Section 6 people, I just can't help but think about how long it would take to put on their outfits. Like, they're all so intricate and have so many little things. Like, Harumasa has to, like, strap a whole thing on over his shirt, and then he's got to connect it to his weird glove thing, and then he's got his archer's glove on the other hand. It's like, it probably takes him, like, 45 minutes to get dressed in the morning.
A different reason. Don't tell me. He wanted the chief herself. But that doesn't make any sense. She has nothing to do with the case, and nothing seemed off with her. Plus, who in their right mind would try picking a fight with a Void Hunter? Unless they're looking to get themselves killed.
Also, like, why does he have a SATA cable on his arm thing? Like, from there to there, you know? What up, Frag? Welcome. I wonder Harumasa wants to skip out on work. Yeah, no kidding. I bet they have to get up fucking early as hell, too. Ben would be hard to get dressed simply being a bear. Yeah, I assume his clothes are like Velcro or something. It's like he can't do buttons, probably. Probably just, you know. Well, I guess that's why his jacket is open, because he can't do the buttons. Quarter way through my Kaleda song. Damn, that's some progress. That's fast for just like, hearing about it on Friday.
Hang on. I just remembered something. The strangest thing happened while we were in the Outer Ring Hollow.
You quickly fill everyone in on what happened with the katana inside the hollow, leaving them with even more questions.
You can't be serious. That crooked commander's target really is our chief. But why?
Got a Kaleda song coming? Yeah, Freg is doing I believe you said a punk rock Kaleda song, which is pretty rad. I like punk music. I'm excited to hear it.
Doesn't matter. They took Miyabi right before my eyes. I'm such an idiot for allowing this to happen. I must report this to the director immediately.
In fact, I don't know where you plan on putting it out. I assume on YouTube, but if you let me know when it's done, I can, we can like listen to it on the stream. Or, well, I wouldn't get copyright claimed for that, I don't think. Probably not. But yeah, we could do that. That would be a cool thing to do.
Everyone calm down. Shouldn't we figure out where Miss Hoshimi and Bringer are first?
Miyabi is being transported in a public security vehicle. I can track it. As for Officer Bringer...
He's over where the vision scandal was exposed, just outside the Dead End Hollow. Remember that place?
How do you know that, Qingyi?
Because he's giving a speech there today. It was on the news. They said it's happening as scheduled, with many eyewitnesses from the vision scandal and concerned citizens attending.
Let's split up.
Let's split up. We'll search for Bringer and look for Miss Hoshimi at the same time.
Thank you for the shout out to Katie Cofield. The fabulous voice of Kaleda. She does an incredible job.
I'll go find Miyabi. Please guide us out of the hollow right now.
And is genuinely just a very lovely, fun person. Probably gonna make it a bit of an angsty song about not liking authority figures and feeling abandoned. Yeah, I think that works. Get like a My Chemical Romance kind of vibe.
No.
Like,
we shouldn't be the ones looking for the chief.
kind of punk, but emo punk. She struck for this update. Yep. Yeah. We all had to make our decision on where we were comfortable, and mine is pretty much a monetary decision, But
Why not? Aren't you worried about her? If anything happens to her, I swear I'll...
Calm down, Tsukishiro. You're losing your cool. We're closer to Bringer's location right now, and we've still got Pearlman.
Got some bread with strawberry jam. Nice. I'm more of a jelly guy myself, but from what I understand, or what I saw when I was in Europe, a lot of places don't really do jelly. Like, a lot of places seem to just do jam or preserves. But I don't eat jelly a lot anyway. If none of you have ever had a grilled PB&J, oof, it's delicious. Incredible. Highly recommend it. And pro tip, you do the peanut butter and the jelly a lot thinner than you would normally, because once you start grilling it, it'll run out, and if it runs out into the pan, that can be quite a mess. Yeah, I mean, it's a complex thing, because it's not technically struck, but it is, MiHoYo it would be good to have them flip their games, but MiHoYo has so much money, they can kind of outlast any strike. It's just one of those things, like, you have to do what you're comfortable with and what you think is right. And for me, like, I'm living in my parents' house. I can't say no to money right now because they're the ones who will be affected by my financial problems if I can't pay for things. So, I'm not actively going against the strike. I've turned down work that was union that then flipped to non-union to try and get around the strike, but in a case like this where it's not actually officially struck and you know uh, it's just simply I need money, and I can't expect my parents to pay for things because something completely unrelated to them caused me to have less money. Thought it was because since there's a strike and it's not a union game, all their union actors are not allowed to voice in it. Yeah, well, so union actors, so there's kind of two options in the union. You can be a full union member, which means you are never allowed to do any non-union work at all. If you uh, if you are found doing union work or non-union work and you are a full union member, you will be penalized, maybe kicked out of the union. However, there are a lot of people who do, work off the card, as they call it, um, either under a pseudonym or just straight up. Because, people can kind of get away with it at a certain point. The union doesn't punish it that much, which is one of the problems. But regardless of that, the other type is you can be a Phi Corps member, which means you are a union member, you are paying your union dues, but you can work non-union and union jobs. You're not allowed to say you are a SAG-AFTRA member. You're not technically a member of the SAG-AFTRA union, but they call you like a dues paying member or something like that. I don't it's all very nebulous terminology. So if you are a Phi Corps person, you can do these games, no problem, but there are certain perks of the union that you don't get. And in general, a lot of union people don't like Phi Corps members because they view it as weakening the union, which is true. If they're pushing for their union people and a Phi Corps person comes along, well, then the union has a lot less leverage. So it's like membership versus affiliate. Yeah, kind of. Pretty much. So the big thing with union versus Phi Corps is, a lot of Phi Corps people are Phi Corps because they can't afford to go full union, not because they don't want to. And that's one of the big problems with voice actors at large is it's hard to get into the union, to the point that a lot of what the union says to get into the union is get on a game and then try to get them to flip the game to union so you can get your first credit so you can get into the union. So it's, there's a lot of stuff behind all of that. The stuff with Hoyo is a little bit different because these are non-union games. Technically, full union members should not be voicing in them, though Phi Corps people can. But the effort currently is to try to flip all of the union, or all of the MiHoYo games to union, just full union. But that is a very tall order for a lot of reasons. And, smarter people than me who have been doing union stuff a lot longer could tell you a lot more about this. I know there's threads on Twitter and Blue Sky about this because there was a big post about, what's going on with all the Hoyo stuff. So I would say if you're interested in knowing more, definitely go find those threads, because it's all being explained better than I'm doing it. So yeah, that's pretty much the deal with it. Sounds like it's kind of a roll of the dice. Yeah, I mean, it's the entire industry's kind of a roll of the dice. Like, you audition for stuff, maybe you get it, maybe you don't. Maybe you get it and it turns union. Maybe it was always union and you happen to get lucky and get the audition. You know, the thing that's tough about the union is it's to get in you have to do a union job, which is very hard to get if you're not already union. And then at that point, once you join, if you're a full member, you can only do union work. So if you're not already doing a lot of union work, it's going to be really hard to shut out all of the work that you get for the union stuff only, you know, which is why there's so many Phi Corps members. But yeah, so all right, that was a bit of a tangent, but let's continue on.
No buts. You know I'm right, Deputy Chief.
Nagi, I think Harumasa's got a point this time. For once he's actually making sense. Maybe we should listen to him.
Apologize for bringing up the strike. No, you're good. I mean, it's something that there's a lot of confusion about, and that's also why I'm encouraging everyone to go, like, find threads on it from actual union people. Like Ben Diskin, he just made a big post about all of this, because, you know, there's so much information coming from so many different places. I'm in a Discord that has a bunch of union people in it, and if I ask a question in there, I can get 3 different answers from 3 different people in the union, because there's a lot of red tape and a lot of confusing, conflicting information and a lot of, like, legal speak. So, yeah, no, I totally understand people having questions about it, because I have questions about it. It's confusing.
Ouch, that hurt. But thanks for speaking up for me, Sokaku.
I'll find Miyabi. I mentioned earlier that I can track the vehicle. Plus, as a public security officer, I won't attract attention.
Yeah, that's how you know shit's getting real, when Yanagi is getting angry and upset, and Harumasa's actually like, all right, we should work. We should get to work now.
Miss Tsukishiro, Miyabi and I go way back. I understand exactly how you feel. I promise, I will bring her back safely.
I'll join you. I'll go with Juyuan to find Miss Hoshimi.
Looks like our tasks are set. I'll stay here to protect the video store then, so you have one less thing to worry about.
Why didn't her mouth move at all? The communicator transmitted several deep breaths followed by a few quick slaps like someone's trying to regain focus.
I'm sorry for losing my composure, everyone. The plan makes sense. Let's get moving. Proxy, you're pretty capable, right?
I mean, I do own the only video store in the entire city. You cannot tell me that Harumasa doesn't have a troll alt on it or not. That's why he's always so tired, because he's up into the wee hours of the night, just like trolling people.
Better than you think. I'm the best proxy in New Eridu, and I will bring her back.
Okay, I believe you. I'll leave the chief in your capable hands then.
Wise, Juyuan is waiting for you at the parking lot. I think she wants to talk to you about searching for Miss Miyabi. But I feel like she's not in a good mood. She might still be upset since we hid our identity from her. And there's a chance we should really give her a proper explanation. I feel like the proper explanation is when she found out that we were the proxy, she was going to arrest us. You're here. I'm looking into the transport vehicle's location. We'll head out once I get word. Zhu Yuan stops talking after that. An awkward silence settles between you. Officer Zhu Yuan, are you still mad? No, there's no reason for me to be mad. Zhu Yuan seems really upset. Is she expecting an apology from me? Zhu Yuan, I owe you an apology. I never wanted to hide my identity, especially from you. Huh? Huh? So why did you keep this from me? I didn't want to cause you any trouble. You're an elite officer, and I'm a proxy operating in the shadows. What if the truth drove us apart or even made us enemies? No. I play by the rules and respect law and order, but I don't follow them blindly. I know the difference between right and wrong, and would, of course, do what is just. I don't believe you, Chief. Sorry. I mean, look, Zhu Yuan's great. She's a fun character. She would absolutely have taken us to jail. Thought both Chapter 2.5 and Xingyi's agent story demonstrate the PubSec agents know worth faith in. It is weird. I also felt like they were supposed to know, because, like, they kind of did that, like, wink at the camera sort of thing, where it was like, maybe someday we'll get to meet this infamous proxy, huh? But, like, now she's like, I can't believe you're the proxy. It's like, really? But, yeah, I don't know. I guess they never explicitly said they were, so it was a rough chapter for Zhu Yuan emotionally. Yeah, she's going through it. Turns out she didn't know the siblings that she wanted to date as much as she thought she did. That's another one, by the way. I know you were all super confused last time and horrified when I said that Belle and Wise are typically shipped together online a lot. I've also seen people shipping Zhu Yuan with Belle and Wise at the same time, like a weird polycule thing, but with siblings. So, enjoy that. Enjoy that knowledge. Zhu Yuan, I promise I'll never keep anything from you again. If I do, then the video store will lose money every day. You don't have to go that far. That's the other thing, like, we're not that close with her. Like, we worked with her once, a couple times, but, like, we're not like super great friends or anything. Like, have we hung out any time canonically that's not during work, you know? Yes, I do. You're a very dear friend, Zhu Yuan. Apparently. Your feelings matter a lot to me. I don't want this to drive a wedge between us. Huh? Huh? At that moment, Zhu Yuan's comms rings. A little flustered, she quickly picks it up and moves away to check her messages. Trust events don't count. I think the friendship is canonical to the agent hangout cutscenes. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. It's an anime game. It's got that same anime, like, you and I went through something one time, which means we're friends for life. But it is a little weird. Like, if I were a weed dealer and I made friends with a cop, I wouldn't be like, hey, sorry I didn't tell you that I'm a weed dealer. Like, especially with her being like, I would have understood. You know, like, no, your job is to not understand criminals and to take them in. I don't know. Seems reasonable. Manager, I asked Officer Chen to locate the currently active transport vehicles in the Janus Corridor, and they're heading north. I believe Miyabi's on one of them. We need to move now and intercept them. With a PubSec car, we can use the express lane. But there are checkpoints everywhere, so I might not be able to bring along a regular citizen like you, Manager. Take my bangbu. We can still stay in touch that way. It'll come in handy in emergencies. Understood. I'll head out now. As for our conversation just now, let's continue after we get Miyabi back. A short while later, near 14th Street, a PubSec car hurtles down the street, siren blaring.
Task Force Patrol Squad to Captain Zhu Yuan. Do you copy? Repeat, do you copy? Over.
Copy. Officer Chen, Zhu Yuan here. Over.
Captain Zhu Yuan. Why does your voice sound a little raspy?
It was pretty hot here, and my throat got a little dry. What's your status? Did you find any leads? Over.
Why is her throat raspy?
Yes, I ran a quick check. There are 8 transport vehicles still on duty in Janus Quarter, and one matches the route you mentioned. I'll share its location with you now. Over.
I know you're talking about like a Honkai Star Rail character, but when you say Firefly, I'm just picturing like the Batman villain.
Thank you, Officer Chen. You've been a big help. Go get some rest. Over.
Copy that, Captain Zhu Yuan. You take care. Don't work too hard. Task Force Patrol Team over and out.
All right. Got the info on Miyabi's transport vehicle. Wait, the nav data shows that the escort vehicle's final destination is the site of Bringer's speech? This is bad. Tons of people are heading there right now, and the streets are jammed. How do we get through? Sound the sirens? Switch to PubSec motorcycles?
I think Miyabi could be a ship after this.
There's no time. The speech venue was next to the dead-end hollow. Let's cut straight through it.
What? But driving in the hollow is extremely dangerous. Are you suggesting we walk? That'll take too long.
Don't worry. I know a way to get there quickly and safely. Trust me, I've done it before.
If you say so.
Amazing! I didn't know you could drive a train, Manager. Is this railway route okay?
By the way, I'm familiar with Miss Hoshimi. It'll definitely lead us out of the
Oh my god, one at a time.
Why the Hoshimi family is being targeted? Wait. I think we've got a
you
theory
know,
as to
Oh,
Hoshimi
what
family
is
has a
happening?
long heritage. Leave it to me. I won't let them get in the way. They gave rise to the first generation of Void Hunters, making significant contributions to the city.
What the fuck was that?
There were several other heads of the family who made significant contributions too. Each of them was an exceptional and unique warrior. They consistently upheld the Hoshimi family's
Fighting
reputation.
on a moving train.
Up until a
I
certain
am a
point,
sucker for a
when the
good
Hoshimi
train
family suddenly
fight.
stopped prioritizing martial skills. They started to
Lost
involve
Planet
themselves
2
in the
had
city's
one of my
management,
favorite
using their political power.
moments of that.
I know. We have a documentary about the Hoshimi family.
There's a
in
level
our
where
store.
you're... What timing for ads? Shit. Didn't realize there were gonna be ads. My bad, everybody. But we'll hold on a second till the ads are over. Yoshi, did you get the ads again? You back to being the ad boo? Alright. Did anybody make any New Year's resolutions? I didn't, so if you didn't, it's totally fine. Just wondering, because, I don't know, New Year's resolutions are weird. Because it kind of just feels like potentially setting yourself up for disappointment for next year, you know? But I don't know. Yes. What was your resolution? if you don't mind sharing. I mean, if you do, it's no worries. My reso was to finally travel. It's a good one. Shouldn't need to wait till December 31st to start new habits. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I guess for some people it's probably like, oh, it's the new year, so, you know, I've got the promise of whatever, but it's the same thing when it's like people are going to study and they're like, oh, I want to start studying at 6 o'clock, and then it's like 6:03 and they're like, ah, damn, I missed it. Guess I need to start studying at 6:30, you know? It's like you don't have to start at a certain point. You could just start, you know? Right.
There are stories circulating on internet that
Cool.
the Hoshimi family...
Thank you, Yoshi, for letting me know.
Is it possible the urban legend has some truth to it?
I don't know much.
Moments later, to verify Zhuyuan's theory, Wise stops the train in a safe zone and establishes a communication link with the outside world.
Hello? Hi, this is Officer Ju Yuan from the Criminal Investigations Special Response Team. I'm just calling to...
Shows something a little more realistic, international travel. That's a good resolution, though, because, like, it's something that'll be fun, too. So, you're going to be more likely to do it. Like when people are like, my resolution is I'm going to lose 200 pounds. It's like, that's going to be really hard and not that fun. So you're probably going to want to quit almost immediately. But if it's like, I want to travel to Italy. It's like, yeah, okay. Italy's cool. That'll be fun, you know?
I know, Officer Juyen. I'm still waiting to hear back from the Throne Quarter Precinct. The head of our house ought to be at the banquet hall still, joining in on all the Election Day events. I've asked my secretary to locate him as soon as possible.
I didn't do a resolution, but I think I'll make my New Year's resolution. If I'm going to do one, which I probably won't, but if I will, I'm gonna try to get to at least finish one V5 climbing route. That'll be my resolution. Back to lurking, work's almost over. Nice.
All right. I'm sorry to keep bothering you with all these calls. I'll wait for your reply then.
You just gotta push to the end. You got this.
Not good. With the elections happening now, even the Hoshimi family housekeeper can't get in touch with Miyabi's father.
You seem to be pretty close with the Hoshimis, Juyan. Do you know the head of the family?
I wouldn't say we're close, but when Miyabi and I were classmates, she invited me to her place a few times, so I've met him before. As the head of one of the most famous families in New Eridu, he must have a lot on his plate. To figure out what the enemy wants from Miyabi, we need to understand their motive. The only way to do that is to talk to her father.
Well, fine. You guys can admire my cool new sweatshirt. While I do this. Why did I know your resolution would involve climbing? Well, it's one of the few things I actively am like, I would like to get better at this. Most of my other hobbies, I do, you know, purely for fun, where climbing is like, I do it for fun, but also for exercise. So, and a large part of the fun of it is like pushing yourself to like get a little bit better and better, you know? Juyuan and Miyabi, now that's a ship. They can never be just friends. That would be an intense relationship, I think.
But my usual channels only get me as far as their household staff. I don't have any connections to that fancy banquet hall and throne quarter. And they use private security that's independent of PubSec.
I might have some high society connections.
We just need to find someone who has connections to high society, right? Then I might just know someone.
Moments later, after patching through random play, a familiar voice answers. Alright. Okay, so normally I would do my Lycon impression, you know, for the stuff like the trust events and all that, but because I know I talked to Nick about, you know, I talked to Nick and the others about their positions on withholding recording for this, so out of respect for him and the strike and all of that, I'm not going to do it for this. So sorry, but nice hoodie. Where did you get it at? Some really cool person made it for me. It's designer. Everybody in the chat, Mad Hatter Gal there. The creator of this incredible piece of clothing and many other cool things. Vulcan, if we could give a shout out to Mad Hatter. And I will also grab the link. If you guys want your own very cool merchandise for Zenless, Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, all sorts of different cool stuff, that is her website.
Spending money always feels so good.
And she's got a lot of really cool stuff, so go check that out. Mad Hatter Gal, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate that.
Thanks for taking my call, Lycon. I've got something extremely important that I need your help with. Has Victoria Housekeeping ever offered services to the Hoshimi family?
And as a thank you, in addition to the print I said I was gonna send, there will be a little extra surprise in there, so be ready for that. The Ben Bigger Kaleda ship just came to my mind a day now. Shall leave immediately. That's a weird ship. You did not, I forbid it. Oh, we'll see. Outside of the size difference, it makes sense though. Yeah, I feel like Ben is so much the like big brother of the team. I feel like all of the people at Belobog would feel weird about dating him, you know? Especially because like, I mean, I guess I don't know when her and Ben met, but she's young enough that she would have probably been an actual kid when she hired him. They're renowned martial arts family.
Really?
Okay.
That's great! Do you happen to know much about their family affairs?
Juyuan gives Lycon a quick rundown of the situation.
I understand, but...
Too much like family to be a romance partner. Yeah, like... I don't know. It's like I would have a hard time dating any of my best friends, just because I think it would be weird. Well, it would also be hard because I'm not gay, and pretty much all of my best friends are dudes. So that would be two challenges. But if I were, I still think it would be like, I don't know. Like, I've known some of them for 20 years. It would be really weird to then suddenly move into like a romance, you know? I think Ben and Legoshi from Beastars would be great friends. I'll have to take your word for it. I've never really interacted with Beastars in any way. Because I heard it was good. Everyone was like, oh, it's incredible, it's the best. And then, like, it rapidly changed into, like, a very different kind of thing. And then people didn't seem to like it as much, but then, I don't know. Like, I heard it became, like, a weird, like, mafia thing at one point. I was like, isn't this the, like, weird, like, it's a romance thing, right? Like, why is the mafia involved? Great anime show. I know there's so many things I need to catch up on. Like, everyone was like, Cyberpunk is amazing, you should watch that. And I'm like, I should, but I haven't. I just gotta find the time to sit for like a month straight and just watch all the anime I've missed out on. Lycon steps away from the call, and a few minutes later...
Hello? Lycon said you had something urgent to discuss with me?
Hoshimi Soichiro.
That voice. Is that?
Oh, is that Miss Ju Yuen? It's been a while. Thank you for looking after my daughter.
It's been a while, Mr. Soichiro. Sorry to bother you, but it's urgent, and it's about Miyabi. We think someone's trying to harm her, and she might be in danger.
It was very much mafia.
Oh, so you weren't joking? Please, continue.
I know who this reminds me of. This sounds like Paul F. Tompkins to me. The way the delivery is. Half the characters are not voiced because of the strike, correct? Yes, some members of the cast have chosen not to record in solidarity with the strike in the effort to try to flip the games to union. My gateway anime. If you want a good mafia anime, which maybe you don't, because Beastars didn't start as that, but a really good mafia anime is Gungrave, which is weird because the game is absolutely nothing to do with it and nothing like that. Gungrave, the anime, is like a prequel, so like the first episode is very weird, because it's setting up all this stuff that doesn't ever show up in the show at all. Because it's part of the,
spending money
like,
always feels so good.
it's part of the backstory of the game. But it's a great show. Fantastic anime if you like mafia stuff. Mad Hatter Gal, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Seriously, you do too much. You are too kind. You don't have to do any more than that. It's very much appreciated and very nice, but you already have given me so much. You don't have to do that. But thank you. And everybody, we are now in a hype train thanks to Mad Hatter Gal. So if you want like a free new emote of some kind, throw in a bit, or a gift sub, or a sub for yourself, or whatever, spend basically any kind of money and you will be part of the hype train and you will get whatever emote comes out of it. But yes,
Mr.
thank you once
Soichiro,
again.
aren't you worried about Miyabi's safety?
Of course I am, but I'm more concerned for those who wish to harm her. I don't mean to brag, but she's strong. Very strong. She's strong in every sense of the word. Perhaps even stronger than that. Actually, she's even... Oh, forgive me. There I go boasting again. Old habits die hard. Anyway, my daughter has proved time and again that those who wish her ill will never meet a good end. So, in comparison, sharing our family's confidential information, that
Call an
could be a
ambulance, but
bigger
not
issue.
for me.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Exactly. Or, you know, it's like that clock that had like the two pistols and it was like, we don't call 911 in this house. And someone was like, yeah, Grandma fell down the stairs, so we just shot her.
Worry not. I have no doubts about your intentions, Miss Ju Yuan. But our family affairs are sensitive information. It's our rule not to share them lightly, especially considering we have a guest here I'm not acquainted with.
I mean, bro, what could be the problem?
Would you mind proving that you know my daughter?
Miss Hoshimi's katana is a family heirloom used by generations to eradicate evil. Only direct family members can handle it.
That's right. If she was willing to share that much with you, it shows that she trusts you. But this information is also known to a lot of her colleagues.
Yeah, well, I know what her ears feel like. Maybe.
Mr.
Do you believe
Soichiro,
people
you
online?
secretly swap your wine for juice during social events.
She even told you that?
Please hear me out, sir. The katana went out of control today. It unleashed massive foxfire. We barely managed to force it back into the scabbard.
It unleashed a massive Google Chrome.
What?
Or, sorry, Chrome Google.
Lycon, please inform the mayor that I might need to leave early this evening. My apologies. Now you two. What I'm about to say is of the utmost importance and must not be shared with anyone. If anyone is plotting against the Hoshimi family, they must be after the katana. That katana is a treasured heirloom passed from generation to generation. It is also the source of power for every head of the family.
Why would somebody want a katana that they can't use without, like, burning to death?
But the power sealed within it is forbidden. Only the head is qualified to inherit and receive it, and the process is extremely dangerous. My daughter, however, is different. Aside from an accident when she was young, she has never relied on the katana's power. Her strength comes from herself. She is the true genius of the Hoshimi family.
Then why not just give her a regular katana and let her use that, and then you could keep the katana safe. Playing ZZZ and I'm playing Wuthering Waves. Yeah, David plays that. I know a few people here play it. I've heard that it's pretty good. I don't know that I'd be able to handle another game of this magnitude, though. It's hard enough for me to keep up with just this. Alright. There we go. Hype train commenced. Or not commenced, that would be started. Hype train concluded is what I meant. Hear you, I took about 5 months break on Wuthering Waves. Vulcan used to play Woo-Wah, but now on hiatus, can't handle too many gacha games. I mean, you guys are incredible for being able to do more than one.
It is imperative that the scabbard remain intact. Under no circumstances should my daughter use the katana if the scabbard is compromised.
I'm having a hard enough time even, like, I can't find time to build even, like, the last 3 characters I pulled. At the same time, an armored transport vehicle is heading toward the dead-end hollow near Bringer's speech venue. Inside the vehicle... Ooh, cutscene.
Hey, drive carefully. If you shake the Void Hunter around, you'll end up locked up in HQ.
Drop the act. You turned at the 7th Street we passed to head back to Janice Quarter. This car was never going to HQ.
So you've known all along. Are you sure you want to calmly let us do as we please?
The schemes of villains are always unique. I might as well stick around and figure out your real objective. Besides, you alone pose no threat to me.
Damn.
Even with you unarmed?
I don't need a blade to deal with you.
Indeed, we really aren't worthy. After all, this is a treasure passed down through generations of the Hoshimi family. It has slain dangerous ethereals, legendary warriors, the remnants of the old civilization, and the evils of the new era. The cursed blade, Tailless.
You...
7 generations of swordmasters have established the Hoshimi family's prestigious standing today.
Is she gonna be like a Hoshimi who isn't like recognized by the family or something?
Most people think the Hoshimi family's bloodline is inherently superior, but in fact, the true source of their power is this blade.
Gonna be honest, her sword kind of looks like what the fuck is it? Like Megazord, you know?
Except for you,
One of those.
Hoshimi Miyabi. You're the rare talent born into the Hoshimi family. Truly blessed in the art of swordsmanship.
How do you know about the Hoshimi family?
Because the target of our evil group is you. Nullface may have botched the mission, but he still managed to obtain your deep sync modeling data.
What?
Thanks to that, I get to witness the true form of the cursed blade.
Well, as always, AI causes the downfall of another person. You love having anime characters with anime names in your anime game. One of the reasons I play the game because Alex Jordan is in it.
It is indeed so beautiful.
Lady, I wouldn't be touching that with your bare hand.
This monstrous energy is exactly what we need.
What?
You're right. No one can threaten you. So we'll make you the threat.
They're British VAs. Okay. I mean, it's weird because, like, I am in the world of voice acting, but I don't know the names of a lot of voice actors. I'm not very good at remembering names. Most of the people I remember are from, like, when I was a kid.
Release Tailless!
Ah! What an unexpected delight! To my surprise, Officer Hoshimi Miyabi has honored my speech with her presence. Dear citizens, let's give her a round of applause.
Wow! Is Miss Miyabi! Amazing!
Whoa. You play Cyberpunk 2077, Alex Jordan is in it. Okay. I do plan on playing that at some point, probably on stream, so...
Miyabi!
Dizziness envelops her and everything around her blurs. Soon after, Hoshimi Miyabi opens her eyes weakly to find herself in a strange space she has never seen the likes of before. So if the sword talks, in this scene. You may hear my
Manny,
voice,
you can keep us in touch with the outside world.
but I don't know if it will.
I was clearly... It feels like Foxfire is burning me. There are enemies here too? After defeating the enemy, my body has surprisingly recovered. Am I supposed to defeat enemies to recover?
Voice the sword. I'm one of the voices that makes up the like voices inside the sword. I think mine is was technically called like angry sword voice or something like that, but essentially I was supposed to play kind of an authoritative figure, like a captain of something or other. Yeah, I think this is where you can hear that, but the voice they wanted was too close to Ben, so they gave me some other stuff to do. So I played a couple NPCs.
It's changed color. I can't shake the feeling that this place looks familiar.
Did some lines for the sword.
Foxfire! Burning even more intensely! Losing my strength! Must defeat more enemies. The more the better. This place... It's an illusion of the cursed blade.
Oh my god. Miyabi's going nuts. Having a Kingdom Hearts moment again. Certainly seems like it.
These strange whispers. I think I heard them when my blade went out of control. So loud!
Can't see. The wing's in the way.
Is it going to change again? This feeling... My body...
In the illusion, countless monsters surge forward like a tidal wave. Miyabi relentlessly swings her blade, cutting down the ethereals, pushing herself to the brink of total exhaustion. Kill, kill. Countless voices invade Miyabi's mind, gnawing at her sanity. Feels as if swinging her blade without thinking is the only way to escape the torment. I don't like that she was like standing in a crowded area, and she's like, just don't think, just swing your sword.
Are these people citizens?
Yo, that's the girl who works at our store. What's her name? Something with a J?
What? How could I? I will never wield my blade against the innocent.
That's right. C. y'all or whatever.
Are you serious? Hey, you better not try anything funny. What about to protect the city? Why are you staring at me?
Are
you sure this is the right
I
move?
refuse.
Kill! This is a rule created to break rules. A submission made
I decided
to
not to stream
end
today. I would have missed your
submission.
stream.
A curse forged to eliminate curses.
Well, I'm glad you're here. That is the thing with the hours I keep. There's a lot of people that I would like to raid at some point, but like when I would go to raid you, you're already offline most of the time, so
This is Hoshimi's fate.
Is this also how you coaxed my mother back then? Did you convince her of this fate the same way? Is this how you turned her into the sacrifice?
this has a lot of kind of Naruto vibes.
Answer me! Good. So you remember me. Do you really believe that the inheritance traditions are right?
Is this you? No, this is well, I don't know who this is, but my line was screamed at the top of my lungs. So I think it's like an overlaid line with some of the others, but I think the line is like, why are you doing this to me?
No. But I have a proposition. I understand that you had to make difficult choices to survive the era of hollow calamities.
So I thought it's probably going to be hard to notice.
But times have changed. Past
But I am
sacrifices
in
were
there
made,
somewhere.
so there would be no more sacrifices in the future. The Hoshimi legacy shouldn't just stop at inheriting this blood-stained gift. If outsiders are capable of bypassing the rules and taking your power, then what's the point of clinging to this cruel ritual? Therefore, let's cooperate.
Dude, this is Naruto. She's making friends with the nine-tailed fox.
That's right. I've always been aware that I'm not the type of heir the Hoshimi family needs. I don't have my grandfather's keen judgment, my aunt's resourcefulness, my father's knowledge, or my mother's sharp mind.
Stupid time differences. Yeah, seriously. Time zones can be a bastard. Gonna peace for now? Alright, David. Thanks for stopping by. See ya next time or later if you come back.
But I have swordsmanship. It's the one thing in which I'm genuinely gifted. From now on, if you heed me, I'll rewrite the fate of the Hoshimi family in my own way. Be my blade, one that slays only evil, and I'll repay the injustices that forced your sacrifices. My mother was the final sacrifice you'll ever receive. From this day forward, under my command, I'll turn you into a legend which is truly unmatched by anyone.
Idealistic.
Why do some of them have the filter and some of them don't?
So you'll agree?
Before she can finish, the subdued foxfire bursts into fierce flames. The blazing foxfire slowly peters out and the illusions and voices fade too.
Thanks a lot.
Yo, Poisonous Galaxy, thank you for following. Appreciate ya. Welcome in. Props herself up, not wanting to collapse. At this moment, a familiar voice rings out.
Miss Hoshimi! Miss Hoshimi! Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me?
Roxy?
Yes, it's me, Miss Hoshimi. You're finally awake. How are you feeling?
So, that golden light was you. Thank goodness I didn't draw my blade. The citizens... did I hurt them?
Rest assured, Miyabi, you didn't hurt anyone. When those strange flames appeared in your eyes, the manager and I knocked you into the dead-end hollow. You were swinging your katana the whole time, but only at the ethereals coming at us. Just now, you suddenly froze. The flames on your katana disappeared, and we were able to get close.
I see. Thank you. I almost made a terrible mistake. I feared if my blade had harmed those dear to me, hurt innocent people,
Miyabi's voice is weak as if recovering from a severe illness. Her furrowed brows finally relax as tears trickle down her face. The invincible Void Hunter sobs softly like an ordinary girl.
Miss Hoshimi...
Wise, it's an emergency! The rest of Section 6 has arrived at the speech venue, and it's a total mess. Looks like Bringer's trying to get away.
What?
I mean, why don't you just have Section 6 take him down then? Hearing the latest update over the communicators, Yuen holds Miyabi tightly and looks towards the proxy.
Leave her to me. I'll take her to the nearest medical center. Go, manager! Go catch the culprit!
Why don't you catch the culprit? You're the cop, and I'm in a little fucking robot body with stubby legs. I can't chase after anyone.
We absolutely cannot let him get away.
In the video store, the siblings are flustered. The connection's gone. What's happening? Let me check the error logs. Looks like a massive surge of active ether caused EUS's internal modules to malfunction. Might be because Miss Hoshimi's katana went out of control. It's happened before. EUS was exposed to an excessive ether surge at close range. Its internal communication module might be damaged. Everything's a mess right now. Wonder how Miss Hoshimi is doing. Worry not, manager. Zhu Yuan sent a message saying that she's taking the young lady from the Hoshimi family for treatment. So, so you can set your mind at ease and focus on dealing with Bringer. You guys ever just choke on nothing? Great fun. We haven't heard from Section 6 yet. At that moment, a familiar petite figure rushes in. Proxy, Yanagi from Section 6 asked me to contact you. Kaleda, what brings you here? Not long ago, someone from Section 6 suddenly showed up with Pearlman. They said we have key evidence of Bringer's involvement in the Vision Corporation case and asked us to watch over him for a while. With that guy's help, we went through the documents thoroughly and managed to compile the evidence of financial dealings between the Vision Corporation and Bringer. I never would have thought that Bringer is the one behind all this. Yanagi told us to send the evidence to a public security commissioner through a special channel. She's already leading Section 6 to go after Bringer. How's Section 6 doing? That's my fiance every day. I had a friend who was constantly choking on nothing when I was in middle school. We would be sitting in my basement playing video games. He's not drinking anything. He's not talking. He's not eating. He's just sitting there. And all of a sudden, it sounded like I needed to give him the Heimlich maneuver. They left in a hurry and only gave me a designated communication channel. Proxy, try using it to get in touch with her. Okay, connecting now. Yanagi, can you hear me? Hello? Proxy? Oh, hello? Proxy, we're still at the speech venue. It's all thanks to Bellabog Industries for sending the evidence against Bringer to the Commissioner. He immediately suspended Bringer and called him back to NEP's HQ for investigation. But it seems like Bringer doesn't plan to hide anymore. His men deliberately caused chaos, even crashing into cars to make their escape. The crowd went into a panic, and it almost resulted in an accident. By the time we got there and brought things under control, he had already gotten away. We couldn't catch him. All we found at the scene was your bamboo. Damn it. We were just too slow. We didn't make it in time. Still, Perlman has given us an important piece of intel about Bringer's whereabouts. Bringer might have gone to Port Elpis. It's that old cargo dock on the city outskirts, swallowed up by the Hollow. Perlman said Sarah and her people have been shipping tons of supplies there through the Vision Corporation, including special etheric items. A dock in the Hollow? Wait, Wise, do you remember the news broadcast Nicole made us watch this morning? They caught footage of a hollow right by the water. Finally finished work. We'll be back in a moment as my connection may possibly drop. Alright, well, see you shortly. A cargo dock? Then it probably really is near Port Elpis. It's an area with all sorts, a perfect place for criminals to slip away unnoticed. But there's someone in our bureau who's pretty familiar with that area, so we may have a chance to reel in a big fish. Rest assured, everyone, leave this to me. I'll head to the port now and contact our undercover angler. Got it. We'll work on fixing the HDD on our end. Yanagi, can you take a use near the port? According to the data, the ether in that hollow is unstable, which could affect nearby communications. While we can operate remotely from the video store, I still feel a bit uneasy. Just to be safe, let's take the portable equipment and work near the port. We can also recalibrate EUS's connection module while we're at it. Near the port? Alright, I'll reach out to Ben and update them on the situation here. Great. We'll make our way to Port Elpis after we wrap things up here. This time, we won't let Bringer slip away again. Group arranges to meet at Port Elpis. Don't remind me of work. I need to find a part-time job. Yeah, well... fucking work. Sucks. I mean, part-time jobs... well, they probably pay better in your area, but... part-time jobs here pay so little, it's like... not even worth doing most of the time. Wise, Chingy just messaged. Her informant has found Bringer. Looks like Perlman's intel was accurate. Bringer plans to use the hollow near Port Elpis to smuggle himself out of Janus Quarter. It's crazy that somehow there's like tons of people who need jobs. And also everyone's like, damn, we can't find anyone to take these jobs. Like, I know a lot of them are because it's like, you know, they're paying like shit, so nobody wants to work for that, but I know I saw a thing that was like, the average time it takes to find a job now is like a year of searching. Like, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, not getting a lot of orders lately, so I have to get a job, not to mention if me and my fiance want to move in together, I need to bring in more dough. Yeah, no, I feel that. It's rough out there for everybody right now, and that's why I'm living in my parents' house. But, you know, maybe in 4 years when we don't have Donald Trump as president, we'll get somebody who will fix any of this. It's a good one, isn't it? Looks like Perlman's intel is accurate. Alright. Yeah, we just said all of this. Port Elpis. It's a nice little area. Tater King's Fry Feast. Yo, that sounds fire. I want to eat there. What do you got? Let me eat. There's the fries. It's the feast. Gimme. Menu. Unfortunately, I can't read that. Let's take over the government. I mean, not saying it's a bad idea. I mean, I genuinely thought at one point, I was like, if things continue to stay the way they are and, like, I'm starting to feel like life is not worth living, I thought about, you know, doing kind of what we're seeing now, where people are killing themselves or attacking people in a way that sends a message, you know? Like, I've never done that. I probably won't, but I did think about it at one point, like, if I genuinely just feel like there's no point to life, I can at least do some good with, like, the way I go out. But, you know, for legal purposes, I have no plans currently to do, anything like that. So, but we're seeing the consequences of it. You know, you can't push people this far and this hard for this long without there's starting to be some serious problems. Okay, the lucky coins, right. There's not much to do in this area. BRB need to walk the puppers. Alright, enjoy the walk. Give them some good scritches. I thought that was my phone vibrating, but no, it was a boat horn. That makes more sense. Yo, the water looks cool. Oh, it's reflection from that. I was like, there might be a lot of gasoline in this water the way it's shining. Alright. Manager, this is Jane Doe, Public Security's undercover agent. Oh, what a surprise. So our helper is actually the manager. I'm surprised too. I had no idea Miss Jane was an undercover agent from Public Security. Really? You had no idea? That's the wrong answer, you know. Jane is an undercover agent with us. No one else in PubSec knows her identity except her direct superior. That's right. Sometimes keeping even your own people in the dark is the only way to stay safe. Just now, a big fish took the bait I set. My informant told me that an anonymous individual is looking to ferry to Throne Quarter from here, offering an exceptionally high price. He also mentioned having a stash of valuable goods in the Hollow and is looking for someone to transport them later. The cargo is said to be highly delicate, supposedly some kind of special etheric material. After Chingy contacted me, I acted as the contact person to take on this big job using a fake identity. Is it a good idea to have Jane, like, just hanging around with all these cops who don't know that she's a cop? Like, that was the whole thing in the part she was introduced in. You got the answer right this time, Manager. But the hunt for Bringer hasn't been made public within public security yet, which means we can't request reinforcements. So I had Chingy claim we spotted an escaped criminal and mobilized nearby PubSec officers to lock down the area. You tricked your colleagues? If you can't fool your own, how will you fool others? Now that everything's ready, it's time to reel in our big catch. Right now, Bringer should be inside the hollow at the place we agreed upon, waiting for his contact to get him out. I'll send you his location, manager. Time to give our former deputy commander a little surprise. Proxy, you're here. The Port Elpis Hollow area is right across from here. Chingy said their undercover agent posed as the smuggler's contact. We're in control. Okay, so he might be able to leave. Use his remote modules fine. We're all good. Okay, let's do it then. Oh, talk to her. Thought we were gonna have to go to the HDD, but whatever. Alright. Here we go. This, I assume, is probably the end, or nearing the end. After making preparations, Section 6 enters the hollow, heading for Bringer's rendezvous point in accordance with the coordinates. Soon a familiar figure is seen, Bringer preparing to make his escape.
Hold it!
Surrender at once, Acting Commander Bringer. No, you've lost your right to that title.
I'd expect nothing less from Section 6. You caught up in no time. Very well. Since you've delivered yourselves, I won't have to hunt you down later. The Cursed Blade's power is mine. This perfect form will lead us into the Age of Hollows!
Dude.
And his name is John C.
I implore you!
That would be incredible if he injected himself and then just turned into John Cena. This is such a terrible... This is Resident Evil, man. It's the same mistake every boss in that makes. You're gonna turn into a horrible monster.
That hand.
Turned himself into just a hand.
Watch out!
We'll do that stretch.
Turned into an ethereal.
Second Vulcan. If I put my controller down during this, it's gonna start rattling. Alright. Let's hit that ad right now, so that way it doesn't interrupt the fight at all. Okay. And we'll listen to some music while we wait. Thank you for the stretch. Appreciate it. Boo is on the scene. Poor Yoshi. Even when he's a mod, always the Boo. Man, it is cold here. Even in the booth here, where it's typically the warmest place in the house, my feet are chilly, and I've got socks on even. Oh, cool. This song is called Clair de Lune, but it's by a band called Invicta, which is Michael Schwalbe's band. They are quite good. They do some metal. I don't know exactly what style of metal their thing is, because I said hardcore before. I said it was hardcore metal, and Michael was like, Henry, I love you, but we don't do hardcore metal. That is like an emo style that we don't do. And I was like, oh, okay. So they do metal, very good, cool metal that I like a lot, but they're not hardcore metal. So, but Michael Schwalbe, voice of Kawaki in Boruto, original voice of Billy, and one of the directors of Zenless. Let me see if I can find. See if I can find their band. Is this it? I think. It's hard to tell on YouTube. It says they're from Canada, so this might not be the same. Unless it's... Jesus. Okay. Here it is. I found the right Invicta. Here you go. So this is Michael Schwalbe's band, Invicta. That's who we're listening to right now. It is great if you like metal music. Alright. Said we're back. Okay. Then let's hop back in and finish up this story.
Disappeared. Be careful, everyone.
I don't remember how this lady works. But it's I'm up from a distance. Oh. Dude, I don't play any of these characters. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Cross everything!
Spending money always feels so good.
Be gentle with the pace, would you?
So Kagu is here!
Invicta made a soundtrack for the final boss.
Perimeter under control.
No, we were just
Arrows will hunt you down.
just listening to
Clear mind.
one of their songs.
Arrows fly true.
So I wanted everybody to know. But that would be cool.
Is he dead?
Don't let your
Welcome,
guard
Turgeon.
down.
Thank you, Shantae, for the gift sub to Red Yoshi. Appreciate it. I'm sure Yoshi appreciates it as well.
Do you know each other? Unfortunately,
Yo.
now's not the time to catch up.
Here's the Avengers moment. Getting the whole gang. Ow. I thought it was gonna be like, now you can play as them, but no.
Everyone, be careful.
Gotta stick with these people that I do not know how to use.
This guy's energy is still increasing. Be careful, everyone.
Everyone, keep it up!
Just don't blink!
Going hollow mode.
Surrender! Such provocations don't go unanswered.
I've seen that separately. Probably. Yeah.
Waste of time.
See that.
That guy's ether activity is still increasing. We have to stop him.
I mean, it would be nice if MiHoYo would just agree to it
Something blocking the way here.
and make the game union, but
Should we take a
it is
detour?
what it is. Go! Yo, Ben, let me switch. Kaleda.
Just in
Let
the
me,
nick of time.
let me be you.
Leave these troublesome things to us.
Surrender!
Capitalism will never agree to lose an ounce of its ill-gained wealth. Yeah, pretty much.
Well done, bro!
It's an unfortunate,
The way forward is open for you.
it's an unfortunate
Charge ahead
truth
with
of
all you got.
the world
Don't
we
let
live
that
in,
shark win.
but
Thanks, Anton.
do what we
We
can.
won't lose.
Great! That's the spirit!
Hit the gut. Yeah, Saab's not on strike. Well, this game isn't technically struck. It's just something... It's something people added onto the strike to try to flip the games to Union, which I understand. It makes sense. So everyone in the cast kind of decided for themselves whether or not they thought it made sense to strike or whatever. In my case, I just financially, I can't afford to not take money, so I had to kind of just record for my own livelihood. But yeah, it's for this. It's not like the people who record are crossing strike lines or anything. It's its own whole kind of thing. You hear Ben had voice lines. He only had a few. He didn't have a lot in this. Most of what I recorded in the last session was like various other NPC things for this and some like hangout stuff.
Watch out! He's absorbing ether energy!
What do you mean? Is it eating?
I haven't actually done any of it yet, but
We can't let him keep eating.
I figured
we must stop him.
After this, we would do
Asaba, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Some of that stuff. Because other than that, we have Harumasa's story quest. But we're not gonna have time for that on this stream, so.
That was awesome!
It's a great story quest. That's what I've heard. People say
We really just need to press the advantage.
good.
Do you copy? It's the pink-haired lady's voice! Hello? Do you hear me?
May the Creator refine you.
Oh.
Proxy, let's head to Bringer's location.
Wait.
What if Harumasa just got fucking sniped and that was like the end of this? It'd be crazy.
Something's wrong with
but
Bringer.
like, I would have so much respect for the storytelling of the devs if they did something that nuts. It's like everything seems good, and then he just.
Not again!
Just wish we knew who voiced
Fell
Haru.
down again!
I don't want to climb back up.
Yeah, it's
It's not over yet!
it's weird that they haven't announced some of these characters.
Head to the shore!
These things are really in the way. There's toying with us. Nicole told us to head to the seaside. It's urgent, so let's get a move on.
What? Don't focus on that. It made me focus on the arm, so I just ran back into it.
What's up with this guy? Be careful, everyone.
Kind of surprised no one dies in ZZZ. Damn it.
This should be the place
Yeah,
Nicole was
it's,
talking about.
you know, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience in gacha games, but I would think that would be something they'd want to avoid.
Are you okay?
Since
I'm okay.
then, like, it would be weird to be playing as some of those characters.
He's here.
At least 5 playables died in Honkai Star Rail. Alright then.
Oh no.
Down here!
Yo! Fastball special. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's what I call a
Leaps and
scratched
bounds?
cornea.
Special delivery.
Sorry for the wait, everyone.
Can you imagine how bad that would hurt?
So fast! That's the Overlord for you.
So, you are the culprit? Good.
At one point.
We can finish up our training for catching suspects quickly.
Is this? You've got company.
You think Caesar will be okay?
Our only issue is there's not enough to fight.
The sound mixing is weird in this scene.
Nicole, I think the ethereals have us surrounded. They're just small fries. We'll
Some
handle
people are,
them.
like, way louder than others.
I call dibs on the big one.
No. He's my target.
Sorry,
Voice actor
but thanks for
Rania
bringing the chief
Sonora.
over.
One last overtime.
Get a late night snack after work.
Yeah,
Section 6. Operation Start.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what the deal is with all of that stuff, but
Careful, everyone. His ether activity is becoming increasingly erratic.
oh,
Weird thing's so sturdy.
Everyone, watch out for those strange eyes. Analysis indicates strong ether fluctuations there.
wasn't it giving me?
That might be its weakness.
Wasn't it giving me red or
There's more and more of those strange things.
Ether activity is rising. Oh no! Watch out, everyone!
His ether activity is still increasing. By inflicting disorder on him, we should be able to stop
very
him.
sexualized and like with the lifestyle
guys
of the
can't
voice actor
stop.
series. That and also a lot of
Watch out,
people hate
everyone.
Sonora. Yeah, that'll do it. I certainly I feel for a lot of female voice actors. You would call them, because like
Enemies of Section 6 shall pay.
nobody wants to be like
Resistance is
sexualized
futile.
for doing a job that they thought was cool growing up. But like a lot of people who just don't seem to understand that.
Who's the pathetic one now?
My blade is already.
Damn, that part of the fight was way easier. Yeah, these strong
So
as
much
shit.
power.
We are not afraid of you.
Yo, got the theme song coming in. Is this, dare I say, peak?
Seriously? Talk about showing up.
Came back from a quick shower, what did I miss? Well, we just killed the boss.
The test is complete. Elixir P07
Hey, Copyhead,
confirmed
thanks for the
effective.
raid. Appreciate you.
Bringer has completed his mission.
Welcome in.
May the Creator refine him.
What is that raid notification? What? I mean, just, you know, a typical raid. You know, what would it be instead of that? So the real explanation of that is, so Shantae and I watched this weird old British, yo, been playing with the kids, that's fun. We watched this weird old British TV show version of Narnia, and that was supposed to be a wolf. And, yeah, that guy's fucking face and his scream just made me laugh. So I wanted to incorporate it somehow. It's not weird. It's weird when it's supposed to be a wolf. Can somebody give a shout out to Coffeehead if we have not? Oh no, we got one. Sorry about that. Didn't see it.
Bringer.
Answer us! Where did you take our
Did you just
teacher?
tear off his arm? Oh no, that's just what it is.
Carol Arna. The day the old capital fell, it was that giant white hand that took her away.
Dude just suicide bomb. What? Well, alright. I don't understand a lot of what just happened there at the end, but, cool. Boars and Bangbu have a comfort character in Ben. It's nice to have someone to hang out with, you know? Ben would play, like Hungry Hungry Hippos or something with them. After the pursuit of Bringer concludes, the group leaves the Port Elpis Hollow. In the early sunlight, the Fox Thyran approaches. Just wanted to say thank you to both of you. You've been a great help. Really appreciate your support of Section 6. I'll remember what you've done for me. Yeah, don't arrest us, and that'll be a good, you know, a good payback. Hand's department specializing in Hollow-related cases has now involved themselves with this case. They're currently re-examining all the evidence and Perlman's testimony to ensure he receives a fair trial. But compared to Hand, public security is facing much greater upheaval. No wonder Zhiyuan left in such a hurry last night. Her former superior turned into a monster. This must have been quite the shock. But wasn't he a monster all along? Truly humans are the real monsters. Zhiyuan's strong and resilient, but can also be very sensitive. Knowing her, I'm sure she'd be glad to have some encouragement from someone she trusts. For sure, we'll go see her once the case is closed. You should get some rest too. You've just been through a tough fight. Don't worry about me. That wasn't that hard. But if you're tired, I can escort you home. It's no trouble. I intend to take a walk around the Chasm Memorial after I see you home. Brush it off casually. Nah, we're just passing through. It's near where Caesar and her crew are, so we figured we'd drop by to thank them. Miyabi gazes at the siblings, seemingly seeing through their evasive answer. Like Zhiyuan, I too would be happy if the trust I've given is returned in kind. Trust you've given? What the fuck are you talking about? The entire chapter started out with you, like, about to have a showdown with the Cunning Hares, where nobody trusted each other, including you and your people. And then they tried to take us to jail. Miyabi steps up to the monument to pay her respects to her mother.
After everything that's happened, I hope I've become someone more worthy of trust. What do you think?
Huh? Yes, of course. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have stood a chance against Bringer.
Just because somebody did something, like, helpful at one point does not mean they're worthy of trust.
So we'll get going then?
Miyabi stays silent without returning parting words. At the same time, her earlier words seem to echo in your ears once more.
I'm sorry, Belle, but my gut is telling me I need to do this.
Yeah, but she did more
If
than
I'm
something
wrong,
small.
Will you forgive me?
Yeah, I mean, sure, but, like, they are still opposed as, you know, a government agency and technically criminals. Like, I don't know. I would be more willing to trust her if she was like, hey, I know you're on, like, the good side. I won't arrest you for your proxy activities, but officially, we can never, like, discuss this.
Huh? Do you mean?
Like, what she did is technically just, like, the limits of her job, you know? By the way, I didn't think to ask, did you guys hear that raid notification twice, or was that just me? Because if it played twice, that's not how that's supposed to go. But that could have also just been on my end. Where was that? I think it was just once. Okay. Okay, that's good. I don't know why it played twice for me then, but that's fine. As long as you guys heard it once, then that's fine. Okay.
Fine. You win. Go ahead. I'm with you all the way.
The siblings chase after Miyabi, who had left alone.
Miss Hoshimi Miyabi, we have something very important to tell you. 11 years ago, our home was in the old Minerva Quarter of Eridu, at the end of Main Road number 7, the Helios Academy.
So now we're getting the lower dump. Also, you can't have Main Road number 7. That's not the main road then.
The person who raised us and taught us. Her name was Carol Arna. We are the students of the guilty from the fall of the old capital. Please listen to me. Our teacher was innocent. There's more to the story than you know.
What do you mean?
On the night of the disaster, Helios Academy was attacked by mysterious forces. Armed soldiers, monsters, and a giant white hand. Almost identical to the one Bringer summoned. I know this is hard to believe, but I swear it's true. We've been trying to find out what really happened. With your help, I'm sure we can find the real culprit. Miss Hoshimi, would you be willing to continue working with us?
Miyabi's eyes remain calm and serene. She reaches behind her head, carefully undoing her hair. Her dark hair cascades down as she removes her hairpin and hands it over. She'd crafted the piece herself, drawing inspiration from her mother's treasured possession.
Take this. It's a token proving you're under the protection of the Hoshimi family.
Cool.
Even if you're proxies, you're my proxies.
There you go. See, now I can trust her.
Does that mean you believe us about the fall of the old capital?
The real story behind the old capital's fall could be far more complicated than we understand. Whether there are hidden truths or not, we have a lot of investigating to do. But at least, we're partners, seeking answers together.
It's like, does that mean you believe us about the old capital's fall? Oh no, not even a little bit, but, you know, I need someone to do my proxy work, so I guess that's you.
Don't worry. Our conversation was not monitored, but you should probably leave now. I need to talk to those who are watching you, or they might come after you again.
You really don't mind that we're students of the guilty?
Eradicate all evil. As for what is evil, I'll determine that myself.
So if I'm reading this correctly, people think that they're evil because their teacher supposedly is the one who destroyed the old capital? That's such a weird way of thinking. Wise Miss Miyabi just sent us a message saying that PubSec has terminated their investigation. She told us to take a good rest. As for our teacher's case, she's also doing her best to help with the investigation. However, Section 6 is currently dealing with the aftermath of Bringer, so it'll probably be a while. I can finally get a good night's sleep. Ha, good job. As the unsung heroes who resolve the crisis behind the scenes, let's treat ourselves to a good night's sleep as our reward, since no one's giving us any medals. Master, I can't sleep. Fairy, you don't need to sleep, right? Oh wait, the HDD can go into sleep mode. Can that be considered sleep? I can't sleep because of my shortcomings. As a Type 3 general-purpose integrated AI, I failed to defend against the attack on the system I inhabit, and was of no help in the critical battle. I was far inferior to the second assistant and have lost the prestige of being the supreme assistant. My self-esteem is on the verge of collapse. I need my master to pet the power button to help me get back up and running. Ew. I would rather not pet your power button, Fairy. I feel like Fairy's personality has become a little weird after her recovery. Yeah, you could say that. Yo, Samway, welcome in. Hi, did you enjoy Chapter 4? I did. It was very cool. It was really cool to see all the characters together for that little bit. Yeah. Touching, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like everybody makes fun of the Avengers, like, you know, big gathering scene and whatever, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm a sucker for it. Every time there's something like that, I'm always like, yo, they're all together, this is so cool. So, yeah, I thought it was awesome. And obviously the timing of the slash with the music, that was really cool. Wow, did Fairy just give me a compliment? Correction, I always praise my master, but not you, second assistant. Damn. Fairy just saying the quiet part out loud. What? You're complimenting me like that? Let's not talk about that. It's getting late. After all, even the heroes who manage to save the day need to keep their energy. Cool. The ending of Chapter 4 felt cliché, but in the best way possible. Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing these types of games, like, expecting to get, you know, some kind of world-class classic story. But, you know, I like watching anime for the anime tropes and all that stuff, so doesn't bother me none. Wait, this was Chapter 5. Wait, when you said Chapter 4, did you mean the one with... did you mean the one with Caledon, or did you mean the new chapter that's actually Chapter 5? Yeah, I meant Chapter 5. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I didn't even think about it at first. I was like, yeah, Chapter 4. So, what's up, Uncle Minty? Nice to see you in. I'm in Chapter 5, 1.4. I mix it up. I mean, I feel you. I did not think about it until it popped up and was like, Chapter 5 complete. I'm here. I'm the Bangbu Snap that you met before. I don't remember you. Help, this is urgent. This is my last chance. If I miss it, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. The only person I can rely on is you. Where are you now? Are you close to Lumina? Do you have a car? Please come find me immediately. I'm sure you'll come. Wow. I had the message ready to send, and I'm just waiting for your reply. Okay. It's to save me. Trapped by the guys in black, and it's urgent. It's not my Bangbu that's trapped, it's me. Wearing a red jacket and red sunglasses. Okay. So I guess we're doing that. Oh, this is part of the main story? I thought the story was done. But here we go. It continues. Ooh. Just as unoptimized as ever, I see. Is Astra here? Oh, this is the new lady, right? Astra something. The head of the union, SAG-ASTRA. Step back. All right. Chaotic. Fried rice. Perfect. High five. I've always wanted to try something like that. I have 221 pulls and likely skipping 1.5, so I'll have a lot of safe pulls for whoever happens to be 1.6. Damn. I mean, at that point, you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least one copy of whoever you want. Gotta hand it to you, you gotta hear fast. Obviously, because there's a reason we can't just stroll out the front. Let's try to avoid the crowds, especially those bad guys in black. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about the upcoming characters. I wasn't planning on pulling for Miyabi, but then I did, so I'll have to see who ends up coming around on the next one, but it would be cool if they bring in somebody that I want a few updates later so I can build up some pulls again. What was the point? Why did we go to those other places first? Parking lot's right up ahead. We're almost there. It's a pincer attack. Eve. Oh, the lady at the... Oh my, look at you. What a handsome young man, but why the scowl? And dressed all in black, no less. That outfit only makes you look older, my dear. We've got the latest issue of Trendsetter right here. You should take one. You might find it helpful. You seen someone who looks like Astra Yao around here? Like what? Esther who? Someone famous? I'm an old lady, so just describe her for me. Black hair, red eyes, tall, slim, and her expression is cold, like she's a queen or something. What a weird way to describe somebody. Her expression is like this. Like, that only works if she's still making that expression. What if she's happy? Oh, that lady. Saw her earlier. She was heading towards the metro. All right, they're gone. Come out now, you two. Thank you, Granny Eve. Eve? Your name's Eve, too. Huh, feels like I'm always being saved by an Eve. I don't know who you've gotten mixed up with, but be careful, Wise, Astra. Oh, so your name is Wise. Nice name. It really rolls off the tongue. If you say so. I was just trying to fool that guy. I see you on magazine covers all the time. How could I not recognize you? There's one difference, though. You look far more energetic in person than you do in the photos. All right, enough chit-chat. You better get moving before those guys realize something's off and come back. Yeah, thanks, Granny. Oba-chan.
No bad guys on our tail. We can finally take a break now.
I like that it was like, and now things finally settle down again, and then immediately it's like, by the way, check out this new person. Here comes more chaos.
Are you sure they were bad guys? To me, they looked more like bodyguards.
Trust me, they're not bodyguards. There's only one person who can be my bodyguard. But hey, now that we're safe, I can finally thank you properly. I'd never have made it without your help. Congratulations! You're officially at the top of Fried Rice's best online buddies list. Anyway, I don't want to drag you into any more of this, so I'll be going solo from here. See you around, and I'll remember to send you a thank you gift later.
Did she basically just say that I'm on her MySpace top 10?
As for a thank you gift, I happen to have a limited edition family poster here. How about signing it for me?
Oh, sure thing! I can even write a personal note. No, wait. Oh my! I just noticed. The main girl in this movie looks a lot like me. Just to clarify, the actress on the poster, Astra Yal, yeah, that's not me. Though people do say we look alike. What's with that face? You don't believe me?
Boy, for an actress, this lady sucks at acting.
While I want to believe you, I'm afraid even Granny Eve at the newsstand wouldn't buy that.
So you're not buying it. Then I guess I have no choice but to play my trump card now. Yeah, you're right. I am Astra Yal.
So your trump card is just owning up to it.
You know, I actually think that being recognized is kinda cool. But I made a deal with my manager. She said when you're out on your own, you have to stay low-key and wear a disguise.
You are wearing the least low-key outfit I have ever seen.
That said, it's not like I was really breaking the promise. I did try to disguise myself, but your sharp eyes saw right through it. That's not on me. Anyway, back to the plan. Our next stop, Port Elpis.
How did no one notice it was her? I mean, it's insane that she could walk around like this and expect people to be like, oh no, it's not her. It's just somebody else wearing the most eccentric outfit you've ever seen.
Wait, Port Elpis? What plan is this? Weren't you just going to sign the poster and say goodbye?
That was the friendly, anonymous online friends version of the plan. But now, plans have changed.
Like, she looks like she's wearing an artifact from Yu-Gi-Oh! Around her neck.
You know who I am, and you helped me escape from Lumina Square. Which means you're now acting against Tops. An insignificant little video store owner kidnaps a superstar backed by Tops and ruins their important event. Looks like we're in this together now.
Lady, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Kidnapping a superstar? You're the one who... Wait, is it too late to send you back to Lumina Square?
Oh, it's too late. You're now officially invited to join me on my one-day escape plan. I'm gonna ditch work, run away to Port Elpis, and finally make my way to Reverb Arena.
She wants to go watch, like, an underground fight pit?
I'm really looking forward to going to Reverb Arena. I hear there's a really cool event happening there. But do you know how to get to Port Elpis and Reverb Arena? I couldn't seem to find them on the Metro map.
Yeah, but we don't need to take the metro. We can just drive there.
Great! I'm counting on you. I'm gonna go pop by the record store across the street for a sec. There's something I've been meaning to check out. Let me know when you're ready.
Without waiting for a response, Astra adjusts her sunglasses and strides toward the record store. Okay. How much... What is this quest? Is this gonna be like a whole other story thing? Like, I thought it was done. Is there like another chapter? Almost done? Okay. Alright. Keep going then. It's super weird. It's a transition for the next act. Okay. I was gonna say, it's so weird that it's like It's the end. It's the big finale. Go hang out with this new lady at the music store. No, I'm looking for a record of Joran de Winters. Do you know him? Oh, of course. He's Ethan's brother. Look through them all. They have a recording of his last concert, but not the version I want. Alright. Seabreeze arrives first with a greeting, delivering clouds that seem small enough to swallow in a single gulp. Wait. Look, someone's fishing over there, and they've got all the right gear. Bet they catch tons of fish. Like, she's like, I'm in disguise, and she's wearing a dress that's like covered in CD-ROMs. Why is the bucket empty? The one next to it's full, though. Doesn't matter, it's all about the journey. What? You're into finishing too? Is that a typo, or is Wise being, like, just really weird? Like, she's like, oh, I miss this. It's been so long since I last went fishing. And he's like, so, you like to finish, do ya? Well, I could help you with that. I'll say the part with the fishing in it instead of finishing. Yeah, I've tried it a few times for work. Fishing is so fun and simple. What? Count to 10. Grandpa Goo, we've got a pro here. Bait, the rod, or the location? We're missing a guy here. Back then, someone was waiting with the fish in the water. As soon as I cast the line, they'd hook a fish onto it. I'm not her. No, I think you are. I just remembered. It's Aspra Yao. You... No. You can't be. I see. You just look a lot like her, but you're definitely not Aspra Yao. Imagine, like, Brad Pitt showed up wearing essentially a costume for some kind of cosplay thing and sunglasses. You wouldn't be like, you know, you look a lot like Brad Pitt. You'd probably be like, what the fuck are you doing here? My friend calls Astra Yao the Queen. No way a queen would be this energetic and laid back. If you were the real Astra Yao, you'd probably kick over Grandpa Goo's bucket the moment when we said you're not her. Should I go kick that bucket just to prove I'm me? Oh, by the way, I see there's a lighthouse. Can we go up there? That's McDunn, the keeper. You should go ask him. Alright, so it's confirmed that Scottish people exist in this universe. McDunn? You want to go up to the light? You want to go up the lighthouse? Sure, but the wind is pretty strong up there and there's nothing worth seeing. What if this guy was just like Willem Dafoe in the lighthouse? Like, she's like, hi, can we go to the top? And he's like, oh, you want to go up to the lighthouse? Sure, but the wind is pretty strong up there, and there's nothing worth seeing. Of course there's something worth seeing. I have a feeling that the best view in all of Elpis Port is up there. You really think so? I didn't think there were young people still into lighthouses these days. It's not like the old days, back when, you know, everybody was hanging out at the lighthouse all the time. Happy birthday to you. Today's your birthday, right? Yeah, that's right. Just for today, I don't want to sing for anyone I don't like, no matter what, and Eve isn't here when I need her. Just want to take me back to where I'm supposed to be, but I just want to be a little selfish today. I mean, it's your birthday. You'd think you could tell them, like, hey, I want my birthday off. And they'd be like, fair enough. As a reward and token of my gratitude, you're my only audience today. The Queen. When did people start thinking of me like that? course. Work is work. It's different. Actually, sometimes I wonder if I've gone too far. I'm 1 year older now, but it feels like nothing's changed. Guess you're right. I hope I'll still have the courage to be this selfish on my next birthday, and of course I'll need your help then again. The wind's picking up. Let's head down. Alright, to the arena. To the fight pits. Look, those Bangbu over there seem to be doing something fun. Did you bring a translator? Now everyone's here, it's about time to begin. I hereby announce that the monthly Astra Yao impression competition has officially begun. So it's real. I read about this on Internet, but I didn't think the participants would all be Bangbu. Well, the participants were all human, but they couldn't make it. So they sent Bangbu to represent them. That was perfect. You didn't get it? It was clearly doing an impression of Astra Yao doing a Bangbu impression. That is a deep, multi-layered impression. A competitive opponent has appeared, but contestant number 1 is still winning. After all, no one understands Bangbu impressions better than me. Next up, contestant number 2. They'll be imitating... Fuck. I like this controller, but it's got these paddles on the back, and I accidentally hit one, and it skipped. Skipped the dialogue. Look, contestant number 2's bending over, now it's standing up. Wait a minute, where's the knee-hugging pose? I don't have knees! What a critical mistake. Pretty Boo's choice of poster sealed its fate. If it had chosen a lying down pose, it wouldn't have lost so badly. You guys have knees? Now for our final contestant, contestant number 3, Style Boo. Today they're doing the impression of, oh my, it's perfect. The classic Astra Yao outfit, red, white, black, and yellow, flawless. Wait, can I enter this competition? Look at me, I'm wearing the same colors today, classic Astra Yao style. I mean, this is so... What a vain thing to do. In third place, contestant number 1. In second place, our human contestant, and in first, contestant number 3. Wait, why did I only get second place? This must be rigged. Let me explain. I tell you with my professional and expert judgment. In terms of physique, you and contestant number 3 are practically identical, but contestant number 3 scored 99 and you only got 98. And you lost 2 points because of your sunglasses. Astra Yao doesn't wear sunglasses on the poster. Sounds like that Dolly Parton story. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if they were inspired by that. It was a scene for a movie. Well, if it's just the sunglasses, I guess if I take them off, I'll win, right?
So, what's the score now?
Now, the whole of New Eridu knows you ran away.
Laughing animation's hilarious. Yeah, the way they just kind of like jitter.
Voice.
Didn't we agree you'd stay low-key and wear disguises? And yet you've just gone and thrown away what little disguise you bothered with. Well, it wasn't very effective anyway.
I'm guessing this is her manager.
Eve, what are you doing here?
I should be asking you that. The whole company is
she
looking for
the
you,
other
and the gossip
person
online
for
is
the next
blowing
one?
up. All I got from you was, I'm heading to Reverb Arena with my online friend, and then you disappeared. Huh. You must be that online friend.
Yep, that's me. Currently ranked number 1 on Chaotic Fried Rice's best online buddies list. It's nice to meet you.
Yao has interesting eyes. Like, they're super dark at the top. But then they've just got, like, the little bit of pink at the bottom. Eve's eyes are pretty cool, too. Honestly, whoever's in charge of the eye colors in this game has done an amazing job, because they're all pretty cool eyes.
Likewise. I'm Evelyn, Astra's manager and bodyguard. We need to be on the same page for what's happened today. Astra's outing was a planned work event.
It wasn't a work event. I simply ditched work. I already told him.
All right. Then just remember, Astra left because of a personal emergency.
I also mentioned that I ran away just because I didn't want to perform for the bigwigs at Tops.
You really don't know how to hold back, do you?
It is funny that she's like,
fine.
I don't want to do a
Let's head
corporate
back
gig.
first. The car's parked over there. I'll take care of the rest later.
Man, I would love a corporate gig. You get paid thousands just to, like, go up and not even have to really do much.
I don't want to go back, Eve. Not today.
Whether you bomb or whether you do well, you still get thousands of dollars.
I get it. It was my fault.
Would be rad.
I should have been there for you. But you still need to go back and give everyone an explanation. Not just to the company, but also to your fans. They're still waiting for you at Lumina Square. Are they also people you want to avoid?
Fine. Let's go back. I gotta go, Wise. Thank you for keeping me company today. I'll remember it forever. Bye.
Goodbye. And, happy birthday.
Please wait. There's still a few things I'd like to discuss with you.
This feels like she's gonna walk up with the Men in Black thing and just like...
You want me to keep everything a secret, right? Don't worry. You don't have to tell me that. I know what to do, even if just for Astra's sake.
Yes, we need to keep it secret. But there's another thing. Thank you. I also want to thank you. I realized she was a little off this morning, but I had a special assignment as well, so I had to leave after dropping her off at the cinema. I planned to make it up to her after the event with a proper birthday celebration, but the next thing I know, I get a message saying she's heading to Reverb Arena.
Her jacket looks very Dracula-esque.
Lucky you were there for her. She's in a much better mood than she was earlier today. You've done what I couldn't. Thank you.
If all it needs is like a little bit more spiky collar in the back.
No need to thank me. I'm really happy to get this chance to spend time with her. I'll definitely treasure the memories we made today.
I need to go now. And please, everything we talked about has to stay secret.
My internet dropped, so I missed a bit.
What secret?
Oh, it's just more hijinks with the movie star.
Oh, why did you come back? Get in the car.
Just one sec, okay? There's something I forgot to tell Wise. I still owe you a signed poster. I'll remember. No, next time, I'll bring you an even bigger gift. Just wait.
All right. All right. So that ad break in 3 minutes and 20. All right. Then let's move quick. I don't want you guys to have to get an ad right here at the end. So, let's find someone to raid real fast. All right. Who do we got? Sure, this person seems cool, so let's do this. All right. Thank you all so much for the stream, for being here. I appreciate it, as always. Yeah, we'll probably finish up what we need to do with Zenless next time. We'll be doing Harumasa's agent story and all of that stuff. So I'll see you all Wednesday. Thank you again, and goodbye.